can't wait to go to prison for being a Christian, because then I'll go to prison with my fellow Christians, and then the guards will become Christian because we're talking to them about Jesus, and then they'll go to prison, and the new guards will come, and then they'll become a Christian, and they'll get arrested, and it's just an ongoing thing. It'll be super fun. It's going to be great. I'll bring the...
I'm actually really happy that this creator posted that in such a funny way, because it's something that I've been thinking about quite a bit, actually. I just feel like we're in really important times right now to all sharpen our swords, get really deep in the Word, because can you imagine what it's going to be like when there's a pastor there, there's an evangelist, a worship leader, people with the apostolic gifting, prophetic gifting, and this whole time leading up to it, we've just been sharpening and getting ready and getting deep in the Word and connecting with God as much as possible. Like, to me, this is hilarious to think about. We're going to be like casting out demons out of the guards. We're going to be prophesying to them. There's no way that they can get us down because we're all going to be together to support one another and things like that. We all just really need to be in pursuit of our purpose in these times and connect with God as much as possible and be really deep into the Word. So start sharpening your swords, warriors.
Broccoli Howard, Broccoli Howard Shai, Broccoli Howard, Broccoli Howard Shai, Koholo Yahweh Bashim Howard Shai, Bashim Hakadesh, Double honor to the Apostle Elders, a great Muslim that's told me this 100% truth. Salutations to the Yakim out there pushing the truth in all sincerity, and we still like to do so. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered among the four corners of the earth that believe in the truth, Yahweh Bashim Howard Shai. Shalom. This is Job 12:16, which reads, with him is strength and wisdom, the deceived and the deceiver are his. Yeah, so in the video I just saw, you saw these Edomite chicks, you know, so-called white people, you know, who's truly the Edomite nation, you know, they believe in who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, you know. They're talking about, you know, coming into the times, because we're on the times of Jacob's trouble, you know, of them, Esau, Edom, force implementing, you know, his mark of the beast, you know, because as you can see, you know, this whole vaccination, you know, that they're putting on society is the introduction, you know, to the mark, you know, and these Edomites, they see that, you know, these, you know, they're embarking on their the so-called freedoms by, you know, force vaccinating them, you know, to be able to continue in society, and they feel that, you know, their privileges or their rights are being taken away, you know, what are just their privileges that they've been allowed, you know, to receive in Babylon, you know. But nevertheless, you know, they've been deceived by their own people to believe that, you know, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. They've been led to believe that he's a so-called white man and that he looks like them, and that he loves everybody and he's going to save everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's only because the Lord has allowed them to be deceived. You know, the Lord had deceived many, even, you know, our own people. There are many Israelites, you know, especially a lot of these camps right now. You know, they're pushing, you know, wacky doctrine because the Lord has deceived them to, you know, to push these things like, you know, the new thing is, you know, the Gentiles that they're talking about in Acts are actually the Gentiles that they can be saved, you know. But we know, those that are in the know, we know that's not true. We know that Yahweh Shem Shai, when he came to die for his people, and the Gentiles they were talking to in the scriptures that could be saved are those of the Israelite nations that took upon, you know, Gentile customs, you know. But the Lord has a deceiving spirit among these men who are, you know, Israelites, you know, and he had them pushing this wayward doctrine because why? Because the Lord is sifting. He's gonna, you know, do away with the people that he don't want, and he got false prophets set up to, to mislead the people that he don't want in his truth, you know. And just like, this Edomite, this so-called white woman who may not be Edomite, but I believe that she's an Edomite. um, she's been deceived to believe that, Jesus Christ, Cesare Borgia, the person that looks like them, is going to save them out of this. But he's not, because they've been deceived, by their own people to believe that the Lord, you know, is a so-called white man, and that any nation can come to him. Anybody who believes upon him can come to him, which is not scriptural, you know. But that's all the part of them being deceived. And we come into the times that to where that you know that these Edomite their blessing is coming to the end, you know. So the only thing that they got to look forward to is servitude, and to be destroyed in the end after the 1,000 years of servitude. They're the only nation that's going to be eliminated off the planet, you know. So for them to stick on to the doctrine that they've been received from their forefathers, believing that they can be saved, and we're all going to go to heaven, and the wicked people who don't believe upon who they call Jesus Christ is going to hell, and they're going to burn for eternity. No, they're about to receive their hell. These Edomites are about to receive their hell because they lived in heaven. You can't rule in this kingdom and also rule in the next. It's not. The Lord doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You had your time of rulership. You lived out your blessing here in these last days, and now it's time for you to go into servitude and actually live out your punishment. And you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just shows you the wickedness of Esau Edom. You know, because they're deceptive themselves, because they're the devil, and the word devil goes into deceiver. So they have been deceiving their own people to believe that they're going to receive salvation when the Lord comes. But they're going to be sadly mistaken when they see a so-called black man coming down in chariots, coming to save only his people, and he's going to put many of those people to death, many of these heathen nations to death, along with some of his own people, because they don't believe in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. They still, a lot of our own people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all believe in our Christian doctrine too. Y'all still believe in Cesare Borgia, the so-called white man, that he's going to come and save you and all the other nations that, heathens that believe upon him, which is not, biblical, It's just a doctrine that, these Edomites have came up with to deceive you. And the Lord has allowed them to do so, because, a lot of our people, the Lord don't want. They're here to be destroyed as well. 2/3 of our people are here to be destroyed as well. But they're going to receive salvation on the other side, even though they're not in the mind state, the proper mind state right now on this side. They're all going to receive salvation in the nation, in the kingdom to come. Because the nation of Israel will be in rule. So that's the benefits of being an Israelite. Having the mercy upon the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Shai, upon you. But yeah, these devils, what I'm saying, they believe that, they're going to be going in these concentration camps, and they're going to be talking and preaching about Jesus Christ, and he's going to save them. But, they have sadly been deceived, and, it's going to be a rude awakening for them, when the Lord come down in his chariots, and he's only beaming up, the elected nation of Israel. And then, when we come back down after all the destructions, they're going into change, you know what I'm saying? And that the chick, the bad looking Edomite, you know what I'm saying? One of the brothers might take her on to be, one of the concubines, But you will be going to servitude, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna benefit on this side and go into the kingdom and also benefit. Nah, your time is up. Esau Edom is over, and you're not gonna receive salvation as you believe. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna actually have to serve out your punishment as what you did to us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the same. You and all your family. that's pretty much it. Just want to say, Ko Holo Yahaba Shemashai, Kwam Mashabala, Abba Baba, Shalom.